Hello! Hello everyone, my name's Cadens and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Last time, well, we're starting on Frau's route now, so... yeah, that's kind of all I got. Oh yeah, and more horrifying things are happening, I feel, in terms of story, but... let's just ignore that, shall we? It'll probably come up soon. By the way, I want to go ahead and give this note. If I sound not fully good this episode, question mark, I might be getting a little sick. So if I sound different, that might be why.
Alright, we're heading out.
Before you do that though, I didn't even think that I'd be going to Robotics Club with S-kun 6 months ago. Let me make sure. It's the 18th in game. Right? Yeah, 18th. There's nothing in particular I need to answer to, so I can answer however I want. It's a good thing that you get along now, lol. Winning both S-kun and Doc to your side means you're amazing, Aki-chan. I don't know about you, but I think Doc got a lot more mellow. S-kun got a lot more mellow. It's nice you got both. Play a quick 30 minutes, 7-1. Guess it's time to send them off. This morning I received a birthday gift from my younger daughter. It's kind of made me shy. Seeing her so shy as she handed me the gift, I teared up. Makes me feel like I aged a bit. It's nice because girls are so thoughtful. Boys are usually a little rough and don't care about the details, so I haven't received a gift before, but I still love my son, of course. Kaido-kun is an amazing young man, always looking out for our daughter. I'm sure he's acting shy toward his own father. I know because I was like that when I was young. Nothing in the C section, surprisingly. Anything new in Iruo? New. These days, Akio and Subaru seem to go to the robot clinic every day after school. And as always, Jun and I are the ones to see them off. This has become a frequent occurrence.
Kai, don't just slack off because I'm not around. Make sure you help June.
And of course, Akio always says something along these lines before leaving. And I always shrug when she does. The usual archetype. Once they leave, my free time begins.
Yoshio-kun, aren't you going to Hangar?
Sorry, I have some business at school. I'll meet up with you later, so you can start on your own.
Business, were you some sort of council member?
It's nothing like that. It's personal business. Folks don't like people who pry too much, and by folks, I mean me.
I prefer if you kept liking me.
Right? So, go ahead and get started on your mocap stuff.
Okay.
I give June a little push in the back and get her to leave. June's been practicing constantly for the mocap as of late. Frau took no time programming us some motion capture software. But she's being really stubborn when it comes to the drive system. Is it that much of a pain in the ass? Even Subaru's getting nervous about it getting done before February. Plus, once Frau starts on something, she keeps working until she finishes, no break. If this might take up to a month, what will happen to Frau? She could potentially work herself to death. Frau might be thinking the same thing. That'd explain why she's been trying to dodge us. Either way, June's mocap work is still just in the practice phase. Model 2 hasn't been assembled yet, so it's too early to come up with actions that match each joint's range of motion. Someone proposed we make a functional 3D model, but it'd take time to create. Plus, Frau would have to make it for us. So, with no way to simulate anything, we're on hold until we finish the real deal. In other words, the schedule is going to be tight. That being said, as the operator, there's nothing I can do about any of this. No point in worrying. I don't feel too guilty over ditching club activities for personal business. Ari-chan, come out.
Yes.
The AR girl happily trots out after I call for her.
The weather tomorrow, November 19th, for Tanegashima and Yakushima, Kagoshima Prefecture, will be clear. Air temperature, high of 21 degrees Celsius, low of 13 degrees Celsius. You should bring a long-sleeve jacket to wear at night.
Thanks for the oh-so-valuable advice. I merely tap on Irie to switch her to Sister Centipede. Thanks for the advice. Leave. Let me guess. Going for the next flag?
Access confirmed. Switching to Sister Centipede mode.
I want to avoid talking to Irie at school if at all possible. There are lots of people around, so there's no telling who's watching. If someone caught wind of this, they'd probably raise a stink about ghosts or something. But right now, I have no choice but to summon her at school. First, let's see how everything's looking. Can you check again if I've completed all the flags for report number 5? I checked last night and this morning, but I want to be sure.
Flag completion for Kimijima report number 5 is as follows. 1. Discovered Kimijima report number 4. Note from Sister Centipede. Flag number 1 has been completed. 2. Run from point A to point B on the runway of the old Tanegashima airport in under 5 minutes. Note, completed.
For some reason, flags for report number 5 are all based on physical activities. Thanks to my condition, I have zero physical ability to speak of. That's why I gave up at the end of September. But, after seeing Kaguri Minami's warning, I can't afford to sit on my ass anymore. I have to get them all. My main issue was flag number 2. Running from point A to point B of the runway means going from end to end. That's about 1,600 meters. For the record, my 1,500 meter marathon time in junior high PE was over 7 minutes. Not only was this 100 meters longer, but unlike a school field, the runway is on a slope. That'd be impossible for me. But after thinking it over, I decided to drive from one end to the other on my scooter. It took me about a minute or so. Afterward, I took a shot in the dark and checked with Sister Centipede. Guess what? Flag complete. Nice! Talk about lucky.
3. Do a lap on the marathon track at Nakatani Central Athletic Park in under 60 seconds. Note, completed.
Seeing how my exploit for flag number 2 worked, that automatically made clearing number 3 simple. So you just cheated! I'd get in trouble if I drove around on my scooter, so I forcefully borrowed a bike from my classmates to use instead. My time came in at a little under 30 seconds. Flag complete. Irie and Sister Centipede have been really lax about this whole thing. It's been a huge help.
4. Get a bullseye on a target at the Chuo Tanegashima High Kyoto Club Dojo. Note, completed.
Thus, the hardest one ended up being flag number 4. I asked the Kyoto Club to lend me a bow, but they totally refused. I get it. Who let a rando third year, one in a problematic robotics club use a bow? I sure wouldn't. It also didn't help that the Kyoto Club's advisor is the vice principal herself. In the end, I utilized the Passion Accord to locate an old Kyoto Club member and borrow their bow for a day. I then waited for the club to finish practice, snuck into the bow range, and shot arrows 2 meters from the target. After about an hour, I finally hit the center of the target and completed the flag, though it already turned to night by then. I basically cheated on all of them, but flag number 1. A win's a win, though. Though, personally, I'm not a fan of these kind of tactics, though. And so that brings us to today.
All 4 flags have been completed. The AR annotation for Kimijima report number 5 has been made visible.
And you think it's somewhere on campus?
Correct. Please find it as soon as possible.
Wait, don't tell me other people can see it too.
No, it is only visible to people who have completed the flag.
Then what's the hurry? Just then, I hear some girl snickering from a short ways away. I turn around to find 3 girls in the hall looking at me and laughing for some reason. When they notice that I've spotted them, they hurry away. They probably think I'm some weirdo that talks to his Pokecom. See? This is why I don't want to summon Irie at school. Sister Centipede's right. Let's get this over and done with. Find the report, move on. There should be a power mark AR annotation for the Kimijima report somewhere at school. Just gotta find it. Oh, lordy gee. Let's start with school entrance. We got something here. Hang on. A tweeple. What do you mean you're gonna take over? You still got 30 more years to go. Come back again. I still ain't ready to let the young ones take over. Recently, my sheet melding skills have gone up a lot. If I can keep it going, can I become the second robot doctor? Now you don't have to worry. What do you mean? Visitor reception. Oh, that was easy. What? I took a shot in the dark and I was bullseye.
Kimijima Report number 5 has been downloaded.
that one was so much easier than the... I remember the last one, I had to look it up on the guide, but it's like, this one is like, I'm going to start the entrance and then work my way in. It's like, and I look up and it's like, oh. I don't think the sky's supposed to have a streak of white. I'm not going to be able to focus it and read it here. You're right, and I'm not going to be able to focus and read it with the speed at which the dialogue... Time switch locations. I slip into the club room and plop down in the round chair. Wait, let me save. Because I don't know how fast this is going to go. Now then, let's take a look-see at this report. Number 5. Shit, I'm nervous. My finger trembles a little as I navigate my Pokecom's menus. What am I so scared of? I force a smile to mask my own fear. The first time I saw one of these Kimijima reports, I wanted to laugh at what it said. But now, I'm surprised at the fact that I can't laugh it off anymore. I open the report. With the increase in solar activity, it will become possible, particularly in low-altitude regions, to observe the aurora worldwide, shifting HAARP into the public eye. HAARP, of course, refers to the High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. By irradiating high-power electromagnetic waves, this program researches activity and the effects on wireless communication through stimulation of the ionosphere. However, the unmistakable fact that the U.S. Army is a part of this military project is a major reason as to why HAARP has not been cleared of suspicion. Ever ridiculous thoughts, which perhaps incidentally approach the core goals of HAARP, have been shared worldwide by conspiracy theorists. For example, there's a theory that by irradiating electromagnetic waves with the strength of 1 trillion watts, you can assign the weather, control minds, and even generate artificial earthquakes. Well. Maybe not the weather thing, but we've seen examples of the other two things, haven't we? Controlling minds and artificial earthquakes? Sounds awfully familiar, don't it? In Chaos Head Noah, the Noah device, whatever it was called, that was what generated the earthquake. And let's not forget about the special power that frickin' whatchamacallit had it, that the one doctor in Chaos Child had. Using his artificial gigglomania, he was able to control minds. As another example, there is a theory that interfering with the ionosphere may generate a high-energy laser weapon capable of attacking each and every city. This myriad of ridiculous theories crafted from robust imaginations overshadow the alarm bell, which is the one original truth, and the consolidation of every theory results only in their mockery with thoughts of, what in the world are you talking about? But do not be misled. There is a high possibility that all these absurd theories have been forged by Tavistock with the intent of employing them as clever camouflage. They will create a forest to hide a single tree. That is the way of the Tavistock Institute, and the oldest trick in the book of propaganda. First and foremost, it is obvious that HAARP, which ostensibly irradiates the ionosphere with electromagnetic waves, was not meant to target the Earth itself. But that is not all. HAARP's very nature was converted when NASA and the Committee of 300 received the probe results from the Ulysses project. Perhaps it would be easier to understand if I said it became a part of Project Adam. The surface temperature of the sun is about 6,000 degrees Celsius, yet the solar corona is heated to several million degrees Celsius, radiating from the solar surface into the solar magnetosphere. Around the year 2007, the principle of this heating was determined to be the magnetic reconnection phenomenon. In other words, given the close proximity of the north and south poles of the sun, the opposing magnetic field lines of the sun's surface and the above corona come in contact, resulting in an extraordinarily unstable state. Both magnetic field lines have the tendency to connect and grow shorter. at which times the extreme amounts of energy are released at upwards of tens of thousands of degrees Celsius. This magnetic reconnection is happening frequently, not only on the solar surface, but in the solar magnetosphere as well. Born from magnetic reconnection, explosive phenomena in outer space will be frequent occurrences, especially during the maximum period of activity ending in 2020. But this distant danger is not one to avert our eyes from. The solar magnetosphere is closely related to the geomagnetosphere. Magnetic reconnection in the solar magnetosphere has profound effects on the geomagnetosphere. Solar storms perform the role of carrying the sun's atmosphere and plasma to the geomagnetosphere in the form of high-speed jet streams. Should the plasma collide with the geomagnetosphere, it is possible for a magnetic reconnection phenomenon to occur. It is imperative to understand that the aurora is also generated by the energy created from the heat and acceleration of the plasma. Should this magnetic reconnection, namely a magnetospheric substorm, occur within the geomagnetosphere, then the Earth will sustain critical damage far beyond the capabilities of any normal solar storm, damage large enough to drive all of humanity towards collapse. Project Atom is a deplorable plan capable of artificially inducing these conditions, and HARP is merely a single gear in its machinations. Human hands may not be able to harness the power of the gigantic sun, but within the geomagnetosphere, such a thing is possible. At least, that is what the Committee of 300 believes. Alright, so that's a lot to take in. But, of course, there's a couple notable things here. I think, two main things I want to talk about, though. One is, of course, the thing we already kind of discussed it, which is the fact that two of the effects of being able to interact with, they said the ionosphere was mind control and artificial earthquakes. Which, again, we've seen those kind of things happen in the previous science adventure games. Or adventure science, whatever the title is. You know what I'm talking about. The previous games. In Chaos at Noah, that was the result of, the Noah thing that, destroyed, 107 and all that. Was it Shibuya? I think it's Shibuya. Point is, that happened in Chaos at Noah. And then, mind controlling did happen in Chaos Child. Chaos Child had it happen when, the Dot character revealed how his artificial Gigalomaniac power is to be able to, control minds or change what they see or whatever. Still, it's technically a form of mind control. So, in a way, it almost sounds like what's being described here is the power of Gigalomania. That's what it sounds like is being described here. Gigalomaniac powers. Which is interesting. Another thing is how it's telling how basically that damage that we saw in the final episode of Gunvarl, this is basically describing how is it that the sun can create such an effect that it kills most life on the planet. This is explaining how it's possible. I can't even understand half of it. Sister Centipede, can you summarize this for me?
With the sun entering a period of maximum activity, Earth's magnetosphere has become unstable as well. Using that, the committee is attempting to artificially induce a phenomenon non-like a solar corona in the magnetosphere.
Wow, I totally get it now. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Using the sums of normal activity, they can cause an explosion that occurs near the sun, only near Earth instead? It really is like the final episode of Gunvarl. According to Kaguri Minami's warning, the Gunvarl enemy was propaganda made with the assistance of the Tavistock Institute. But what exactly were they trying to make people think? Watching Gunvarl never resulted in me getting any ideas. This needs to be made public. It's bad. If what's written here is true, humanity's screwed. I never thought I'd say those words out loud and mean it. This sort of unreal craziness was supposed to be limited to movies and anime. I mean, fiction is filled with these sorts of apocalyptic scenarios. So now that humanity's in trouble for real, I can't help but think that this is a movie or something. None of this feels real. It doesn't seem possible. No matter how many times I've been warned. even after a solar storm unleashed its fury on North America. Even with that bizarre aurora hovering in the sky above the island. None of it feels real. If I publicized the reports, people laugh them off as conspiracy theory nonsense like I did at first. Who would believe some random high schooler going public with this kind of info? Hell, it's more than likely that I'd become the laughingstock of the world. Maybe I should wait and see for a bit. If I went public with this and things got crazy, I'd have even less time to game. Sister Centipede, give me the flag info for the next Kimijima report.
Downloading unlock conditions. Flags. To make Kimijima report, number 6's error notation visible. Download complete. The flags for report number 6 are as follows. 1. Discover Kimijima report number 5. Note from Sister Centipede. Flag number 1 has already been completed. 2. Record a high score on Jackson Masuda tracking in Communication Center satellite tracking game. 3. Gather 100 lost golf balls at the Cosmo Resorts golf course. 4. Ride a wave for 3 or more seconds on a geotagged surfboard. That is all.
What? What is this? Record a high score on Jackson Masuda tracking in Communication Center satellite tracking game. Gather 100 lost golf balls at the Cosmo Resorts golf course. And ride a wave for 3 or more seconds on a geotagged surfboard? You know, I know what's weird about this? This kind of incorporates the other flags. You know how when we were getting the other reports, the flags for each report almost had like a theme. And some of these flags would fit into the other themes. Record a high score on Jackson Masuda tracking Communications Center satellite tracking game. That would fit in with the whole gaming one that was flag number 2, I believe. Or report number 2. The gather 100 lost golf balls at the Cosmo Resorts golf course. That reminds me of how we had to stack the, It makes me think of how we had to stack the stones on that one thing in the beach. And then ride a wave for 3 or more seconds on a geotech surfboard. That one fits in with the whole sports angle that one of the reports required. So why is it that this flag seems like a combination of all the others? Or, sorry, why does this report requirement seem like a combination of all the others? Really now? This guy wants me to go surfing at this time of year. Not to mention, I've never surfed in my entire life. I'm the most amateur of amateurs. Stop assuming that every dude on Tanegashima can surf. Good grief. I can't be burning time like this. What the hell was Kimijima-ko thinking when he came up with such annoying flags? Did he even care about this info getting out? I'm extremely irritated. That is the big question. Why go through all the effort to get all these flags set up the way they are? Anyways, Akio time. You know, can I just mention something right now? It's just so funny to me. I just realized what this game is, like this game story, what it is right now is like, you go to like Akio's perspective and like the rest of Robotics Club, and we're just kind of, like for the most of the Robotics Club, we're just kind of, you know, we're building a robot, we're helping a friend overcome her trauma. And then you skip to the Kaito subplot, and we are trying to stop a secret shadow government from destroying the Earth with a specialized blast from the sun. What is that?
Doc! June was told about an explosion at the robot clinic during 6th period of class that day. Fortunately, we were relieved to hear that nobody was seriously injured, but an explosion is still no small matter. Thus, together with June and Subaru, Kai said he had business at Fraubaus' place. I rushed over to the clinic.
Yeah, you came?
Doc is acting like nothing at all happened.
Is it the monopole?
What? I heard there was an explosion. You're completely okay?
Did Go tell you? What a big mouth.
Doc clicks his tongue, then scoffs.
Please, I ain't gonna make mistakes and get me hurt.
But there was an explosion, right? What happened?
At the very least, there are no holes in the walls or ceiling.
the monopole explode?
The monopole isn't what exploded.
Then what did?
I was testing some things and I got a bit careless with fire. Anyway, it wasn't a big deal. I was working outside, so the store's fine too. Don't be making a fuss over a little explosion here or there.
It sounds to me like you made plenty of mistakes. I can't believe it. Juna's still standing at the store entrance, listening from a distance. She's trembling and holding back her tears. Oh, she seems really upset. You don't see her with this expression too often. Yeah, but I was super worried.
Oh, I didn't know June came here too.
We have just recovered. Don't push yourself so hard.
You're right. I'm sorry for making you worry, June. It's my passion. It's been a long time since my remodeler's blood burned like this. I need to get a little adventurous if I'm going to work on something like a monopole. This is new territory. I'm prepared for all of Tanakashima to go boom. I ain't got no regret.
Please feel free to regret some more.
Acting like you care now. If you ain't ready to die for this, take the monopole and hide under some mountain. Don't ever think of it again. It's you guys at Robotics Club that want to use the monopole and the robot. I'm just doing what was asked of me. That's why I'm putting my life on the line for it. I'm not telling you to die. You need to at least have that much determination.
Grandpa,
Sorry, June. This is just who I am. But don't get me wrong. I don't plan on kicking the old bucket. I ain't gonna lose you kids just yet.
Doc is definitely way livelier than he was before surgery. So, Doc, is there really a chance of the monopole exploding?
Nope.
Doc shrugged his shoulders.
I casually tried chopping at it, but it was fine. Unknown material. Unknown item that none of humanity has ever seen before. I'm a whack it.
Gamer! You're going to kill everyone on the island! Please! Casually?
So what exactly is a monopole?
I did learn something pretty interesting. Take a look.
Doc carefully places something on the counter.
This is...
It's a small bottle. Inside of it is some sort of blackish powder. It looks like gunpowder, but it's actually the monopole ground to dust, basically. He opens the lid of the bottle and pours the powder onto the white sheet paper. Strangely enough, there's some sort of rainbow-colored smoke faintly visible. It glares and shines. It's beautiful.
Is it safe to touch?
It'll just tingle a little. It has a little heat. Not enough to burn you, though.
It's not just me. Everyone has gone quiet upon seeing this strange substance. Amateurs like us shouldn't be messing with this stuff. I almost feel guilty about it.
We tread in God's domain. I would say that's a bit excessive, but at this point we're dealing with a material that literally fell from the sky that could have the potential of changing all of humanity. If I'm being honest, maybe the excessive statement is a bit apt. Because Jesus Christ.
Oh, please, enough melodrama.
I'm not being melodramatic.
If anything, you should say that heaven is blessed us with its treasures.
Who's being melodramatic now? Well, who cares? Either way, I'm the one who asked him to look into this. Which means I'm the one who needs to plant my feet on this. Doc, from your point of view, what do you think of this thing? Be honest. Is it dangerous? Can it be used? Doc then narrows his eyes and stares straight at me. Doc?
Those eyes of yours. Right now, they look just like your sister's.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, I guess you two really are sisters.
For some reason, Doc seems happy. Heck, I'm happy that I said I remind him of Big Sis. I mean, I know I still have a long way to go before I can stand shoulder to shoulder with her. But still, hearing that is enough for now. I'm getting fired up.
Well, I won't have a conclusion until I actually incorporate into a motor and see the results.
Doc explains how he'll compress the powered monopole into a core, then wrap a coil around it to make a magnet. If we can use it for an electric motor, Hobby Robot know-how will be really useful. Right, right, Super?
Indeed.
Then we can reduce the load on Fraubau a little, and... Yesterday Kai went and tried to talk to her into helping us, but she refused, as expected. I bet she'd help if we made things a little easier on her. It sent that all our Pokecoms simultaneously left a disquieting warning alarm.
I'm scared.
Huh? A message.
No, my Pokecom rang too.
This is the earthquake early warning system.
Super takes out his Pokecom faster than anyone and checks it.
What's happening?
Then the lights in the store suddenly start flickering over and over again irregularly.
Huh?
Super immediately loses his usual composure.
What is happening? I'm scared.
I can tell from his gaze that he's impatiently reading the text on his Pokecom screen. What's wrong? Subaru gulps loudly. He then looks at us with an aghast expression on his face.
It's a solar storm. Uh-oh. It hit Kanto. Directly.
Directly. As to what that actually meant, I couldn't even imagine at the time.
Is Kanto just scorched off the earth? Did Kanto just get scorched off the earth or something? What happened? I'm scared to look at the messages thing, because I feel like I'm about to just read, like, Kanto is gone. First of all, before we do that, I'm going to actually, 19. We do have text messages for 19, specifically one. Oh god, I'm scared. Surfing. The old man is really bad for your heart. I thought my chest was going to explode. Do you like women's press, big press? How about the... Apparently the guide tells us to just do... What? What are you saying? I so desperately want to reply to this, but unfortunately, I want to reply with this. I so badly want to. Unfortunately, though, the guide says if I want to get a secret later, I need to reply with this. What are you saying? What? Let's just, I guess. Sorry that Grandpa's causing trouble. No, it's not. It's not like I'm mad. Sorry for making you feel bad. Glad Doc's okay. People of Tokyo, are you alright? What's gonna happen to Tokyo? Might be as bad as Crash 15 or even worse. This was expected to happen. Should have taken it seriously. At least Tanegashima safe. Might be bad. I don't know. Lag is getting worse for KB. Hope it's temporary. I think there are bigger concerns. I messed up, but I'm not gonna just sit here and wait. Gonna keep going. If the solar storm hit a flying plane, would it crash? Are you okay? Don't worry, my lovely wives. Depending on the situation, they will cancel the flights tomorrow. Dad, I hope you're okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hope that the whole ISS story is fake. A major solar storm hit the Kanto area. The capital is shut down, same size as the Crash 15, or maybe even bigger. Oh, okay. It's not scorched off the Earth, but the Crash of 15 has happened again. Except probably worse. Tweepo's lagging, been loading forever, makes me mad. My Pokemon is having problems and my apps just crash. Is it broken? How am I supposed to go home when there's a blackout? I don't know the streets. College girl next to me threw her Pokemon to the ground because it wouldn't turn on. Hey, when is the blackout gonna end? When are trains gonna start back up? Lots of people who can't go home. There are too many people at this pitch black station. It's too crowded. It feels like I'm gonna fall off. I'm scared. It hurts. I want to leave the station but can't move. Help me. We knew that the trains are moving. Why are people still coming to the station? Accidents are happening left and right because there are no signal lights. This is a war zone. Are the people still driving in this situation just stupid, or do they want to be murderers? This is not just in Tokyo. EU and China are having major issues too. Breaking news: there are 200 planes flying over the Kanto area that we cannot contact. Danger of them crashing. If a plane crashes in Shibuya or Shinjuku, it's over. There's a chance that 3,000 satellites may be out of control. If this situation stays sane, within a couple hours they will enter the atmosphere. The scraps will spread all over the world. A fire started at a building in Shinbashi. There's rumor that a tanker exploded on the Bay Bridge and they closed it. They said there's a chance the leaked fuel might melt the bridge. There's no fire at the Bay Bridge. Don't say random things. The servers and PCs at work went down. And everything is over. This is a nightmare. Tokyo locals who don't have a backup are really stupid. There's a chance that the backups are all screwed up too, idiot. The solar storm destroys all electronics. Doesn't matter if it's online or standalone. The ATM at Mizuko Bank in Ueno is broken and you can withdraw as much as you want. So many people came in falling like dominoes. Free money. Tokyo, Kanagawa, Chiba, Saitama are all pitch black from blackout. It's the end of the world. ISS has exploded. Repeat, ISS has exploded. My husband works in the industrial in Kawasaki. When I looked that way, the sky was red. Is there a major fire there? If anyone knows, please let me know. Kyushu is okay, A-okay, just that the Pokecom is a little laggy. Can't contact with my son in Tokyo. Exoskeleton Company HQ located in Ioma is opening the first floor for people who can't get home. Please go there for help. Oh. Oh. Damn. Well. Space candy. Delivering the freshness of space. Super smelly. Super combined. So, what am I supposed to do with all this information? So the whole Kanto area is just kind of really screwed. Basically all electronics, and what's even more concerning is the fact that apparently it's happening in the EU and China. What is happening? Why did I say that like that? Anyways. What was I doing again? I feel like there was something I was trying to do. I don't know. Yo, Aki-chan. After a day of doing our own things, I poked my head into Akio's room, and Madam President, my childhood friend, is sprawled out on her bed. She's staring at her Pokecom in said position. A screen says there is a call to Big Sis in progress. Oh, is frickin', is Misa okay? Akio notices me enter, hangs up, and sits up. Yo! What is this outfit? It's so cute. I love this outfit. I love the hat. Do you have any? I love this outfit. It's so cute. I want the hat. Give me your hat. Give me your hat.
Kai, did you see on TV?
Nope. I got the general idea off the net news and Tweepo though.
Tokyo's crazy right now.
So I hear. Akio's not doing so good. Well, I had a feeling she'd be like this. Any contact with Misani?
Nope.
The solar storm scored a direct hit on eastern Japan. Tokyo is experiencing major blackouts all over. The capital's pretty much entirely paralyzed. Aki-chan, got any candy?
Yeah, I got one.
There's a bag of space candy in her room. Take one out and pop it in my mouth. Tokyo's out on blackouts, right? Didn't they say it take about 2 hours to store things?
What?
Whoops.
I heard it'd be a week or more.
Whoa, hold on. There's a huge difference between 2 hours and a week.
Info is really all over the place. It's hard to tell what's true or not. They say calls aren't connecting because everyone's trying to contact their loved ones at once. But other places are saying it's because the base stations and switches are down from the blackout.
If it's actually just too congested, you should be able to connect after waiting a little bit. But if the base stations are knocked out, it might take some time to get everything up and running again.
I was watching the news, but it wasn't even being broadcast from Tokyo. It's from Osaka. Special news reports are always from Tokyo.
Akio's looking at Tweep on her Pokemon as she exclaims,
Kai, look.
She beckons me over and I sit next to her to look at her Pokecom. What is this? A screen cap? It's blank.
It's not. This is a live broadcast.
Now that you mention it, I can hear helicopter sounds.
According to the captions, they're over Tokyo in a helicopter.
This is over Tokyo. The entire screen is darkness. Pitch black. There's not a single light to be found anywhere. Jesus, that's terrifying. Akio raises the video volume. It's pitch black! Even Tokyo, which is often called the Sleepless City, it's not a single light left to illuminate it! The reporter is nearly screaming. Usually businessmen commute home at this hour with the restaurants and the like to lighten up the night sky. We're looking at possibly a residential area. Several homes appear to be burning, lighting the area. The 14 million residents of Tokyo are somewhere in this darkness, anxiously waiting for power to be restored. Even our island is brighter than this.
People are saying that the storm might have been stronger than the one that hit America during the summer.
Akio mutters, startling me. I think back on the Kimijima reports. If Project Atom were to fail in 2015, the next major solar storms are predicted to arrive in 2019 and 2020. After that, the sun will enter a period of stability for a short while. In other words, this period of maximum solar activity is a convenient trigger for the Committee of 300. It would not be an incorrect assumption to say that for the next decade, Earth will be a favorable testing ground for the Committee of 300. A large-scale solar storm in 2019. There was that one in summer, so I wrote it off and thought we were safe. But you're telling me this one was stronger. The one that hit the NA West Coast in the summer caused riots in cities. It took over a month for things to settle down. And because of that, I can't help but be concerned that Tokyo is in danger. Plus, it's the metropolis with the highest population in the world. The heart of our government and economy. What's going to happen now that Tokyo's paralyzed?
Hey, Kai. Big Sis is gonna be okay, right?
Akio's uneasy, but I don't have the words to comfort her. After all, there's no way for us to get accurate info on Tokyo from all the way over here. I personally tried calling Misani several times, but she didn't pick up. It feels unreal. How many times have I felt this sensation since the year began? Sure, the news says that Tokyo's been hit by citywide blackouts and that all functionality has ceased. But to us on Tanakashima, looking at this mess of info, it all just seems so distant. We can't even imagine how the people in Tokyo feel right now. How they're getting through tonight. Tokyo is too far away. Frau? Yep. Alright, what has Frau got on all this?
I feel sick. It's like the part of my stomach below my navel is filled with sludge. Sludge being slowly turned and twisted and kneaded about. This disgusting feeling has persisted for half a day now. Shit. Someone is breathing really loudly. It's noisy and irritating. If you don't shut up the second, I'm gonna tear you to shreds with 100% my power. Turns out that the idiot in question is actually me. I wipe the greasy sweat from my forehead. I should be the only ones panting. That delicious BL will sort away. Genki-kun, drink, please.
This ain't Thursday, no big deal. Let's overcome it with a blast of spirit.
Mute Genki-kun bot.
Alright, got it. We'll definitely meet again.
Genki-kun poses snappily and disappears from my Pokecom screen. Piece of shit. Genki-kun's
bot's uselessness makes me want to sue for compensation. Said the girl who made him. I pick up a bottle of mineral water nearby and pour what little is left into my mouth. How's our water stock looking, Rosetta?
There are no bottles left in the refrigerator. Let's take a walk and buy some along the way.
I know Rosetta Bot's proposition and face my PC again. My vision is hazy. Have I been staring at my PC for too long? Nothing like this has ever happened before. On the monitor is that channel. With my sight this blur, I can barely read what's on screen. It's been over 12 hours since the Tokyo blackouts, but things are still not back to normal. Apparently some areas have power again, but that's mostly places like factories which have their own private power generators. Even the electric companies don't have a firm grasp on which areas have power and which don't. Tokyo residents are desperately looking for ways to communicate, but the phone lines are overloaded. That channel's the only thing connecting me to Tokyo from Tanegashima, even if it's a very narrow source of info. Compared to 10 years ago, there are fewer users, but during emergencies like this, it's much faster than regular news. Chiba's user base is too ignorant and gullible for it to be a reliable source of info. And they spread the trash like wildfire. It's so disgusting. Might as well be Sports Tokyo. That said, while not as bad as Twipo, that channel's full of junk too. What's fake? What's real? It's impossible for me to know for sure. Yet still, I desperately search for any real info regarding Tokyo on the message boards. I do my best to sift through the falsehoods, tracing sources and working my way back to original posters. If I can trace things back to their original sources, I should be able to figure out what's going on. Or so I thought for a time. But now my brain is all but mush. I can't make anything out from all this noise. Just then, there's a sound from my Pokecom. What?
You have a message.
Read it aloud.
Sender, Yashio Kaito, sending time, November 19th, 2019, 6:58 a.m. I called yesterday, but you didn't pick up, hence the message. I'm heading over this afternoon. We need to talk.
This sounds like the kind of message you'd send your ex. Tara's self-conscious. What a virgin Lamel.
It's about the warning message from Kaguri Minami that was discovered in Gambaro's last episode. Something similar was written in the Kimijima reports.
I gasp. I'm feeling nauseous all of a sudden. I can't help but cover my mouth with my hands. I barely managed to hold down the bile rising up in my throat.
Here's what it said. Wide-scale simultaneous terrorist activity will occur, taking advantage of the chaos caused by the storm. Apparently, the terrorism is going to take the form of some sort of robot insurrection. The warning from your mom isn't a prank or a simple conspiracy theory. It could actually happen. So I want you to tell me whatever you can about your mom. By the way, don't tell anyone else about this. See you later. That's it.
Before I realized it, I'm breathing heavily. Yeah, it's just Senpai's right. His anxiety is totally on the mark. Considering his pinpoint accuracy, this isn't just some random idiot from the FGC trying to troll. The Kimijima reports are true. A robot insurrection. This lines up with the one piece of truth I found amidst the noise after hunting for 12 hours straight. Actually, it's more like the insurrection is already happening. Amidst the noise, there are posts dotted around that feel out of place. Service robots were attacking people. A guide robot went out of control. An RI robot went haywire lol, and won't do what it's told them now. They're all relatively low-key posts, nothing designed to get attention. Just a few words buried within all the noise. But they're slowly starting to bubble to the surface. They haven't yet caused any uproar. The people in Tokyo are too busy right now with the blackouts and loss of functionality all over the place. A robot insurrection. Just reading the words is enough to make anyone laugh. Even movies don't use plots as cliche as this anymore. If you think the word insurrection might cause a misunderstanding, you could describe it as robots going haywire. Thanks to next year's Robot Expo, the streets are filled with life-size robots. More than any other city.
Oh. A bunch of those. That's what's gonna. Oh. I think I'm seeing it now. I think I see the bigger picture now. During the final episode of Gunvaro, all those robots suddenly start going to like this giant pit where they all threw themselves into, and that is what caused the solar flare that kills most of the human population, leaving only 1 million people left or whatever. The expo is when it's going to happen. The expo is when Project Adam will take effect. Because that's when there's going to be all the robots. They're all going to be gathered up perfectly for whatever a committee needs. They'll be able to be, and it's probably taking place wherever it needs to be done for that event to occur. It's all going to happen at the expo, isn't it? That's what I think's being built up to here.
Even police stands have deployed guide patrol robots. Robots run the registers at stores. Nursing robots are all over the place now. There's a surprisingly large number of them walking with and assisting elderly people. I hear that Shibuya, Akihabara, and Odaiba in particular have a large number of guide robots deployed. What happens if all those robots stop doing what they're programmed to do? What a messed up world. Although I doubt robots are going to be picking up guns and shooting people anytime soon. But still, just the idea of humans losing control over the robots is enough to inspire fear. I don't know if this is an accident caused by the solar storm, or some sort of intentional act of terror.
Notice, after receiving Yashio-san's message, I checked your inbox. You received 3,451 new messages. This number does not include spam. One message from someone related to the Frau Kojira factory. 0 work requests. 38 seemingly positive messages from kill ballot users. 3,413 seemingly negative messages.
That's a lot. That's a lot more hate mails than usual. But who cares? I never check them anyway. It's just that I can't believe I've gotten so many after only half a day. Open the Frau Kojiro factory message.
Sender, Hattori Hanjuro, sending time, November 19th, 2019. You're getting a call.
Who's it from?
Hattori Hanjuro.
Press the message now she's calling. I haven't even read the former yet. While she's a member of the KB team, I've never actually seen Hattori Hanjuro's face before. The only people I've met offline are Chuchu Yasumasa and Maguyan. The other members, Hattori Hanjuro and Kiss Pop, I've only ever called or messaged. Hattori Hanjuro is the 23-year-old NEET girl. Her real name is Hattori Mitsuko, currently unemployed. That's about all I know. Take the call.
Okay, connecting you now.
Pokecom screen reads sound only. Her face isn't displayed. Hanju, are you alright? Hanju refers to Hattori Hanjuro. Just call her that. I just call her that because it's easy to say and type. Oh yeah, the phone line's fixed. Or did you escape the Kansai or something? I'm in Nagoya right now. So she really did escape. I wonder if she knows what happened to everyone else at the factory. More importantly, Frauchi, please stop this madness. Hacking the RI robots and other horrible things? What are you thinking? This isn't a game. Huh?
Don't tell me that people are mistaking Frau for the one doing this.
Her sudden outburst makes no sense. Seriously, what's her deal? Why's she mad at me? What are you talking about? In Japanese, please.
Aren't you the one making all the robots in Tokyo go haywire and attack people? This is a crime. Not only that, but you're taunting people about it, claiming responsibility for it. At this rate, there's going to be no turning back for you.
I don't understand what you're saying. Are you sure you don't have the wrong person?
I can't believe you're lying to me like this. It's all over your tweepo. Stop trying to hide it.
Tweepo? Hunch's clearly lost it. I figured she was on edge from all the stuff in Tokyo, plus having to flee all the way to Nagoya. But that doesn't seem to be the case. What do you mean it's all over my tweepo, huh?
Don't be dumb. Just stop whatever you're doing right now. If you turn yourself in, you might still...
I don't understand. I don't understand anything you're saying. If you won't tell me what's going on, what am I supposed to do?
Ouchie.
I'm so confused. But that's normal, right? She's just berating me without even explaining why. Especially since I have no memory of what she's talking about. I don't know what to feel. I'm not mad, nor am I sad. I don't even have the words to respond with. Committing a crime? Taunting people on Tweepo? I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
You really don't know? But I'm certain it's all coming from your Tweepo account. Hey, have you used Tweepo in the last few hours?
I haven't. Hanju goes quiet after hearing my response. I can't see her face, so I don't know for sure, but she seems to be pondering something. Hey, what exactly is going on?
You know what our, laboratory industry robots are, right? Their OS got hacked by someone, and the robots are attacking people in Tokyo. I saw it myself. I had no idea why at the time, but I understood it after seeing your timeline.
A robot insurrection. I was literally just looking into this. Coupled with what was written in Yashio-senpai's message. But shouldn't most robots be broken after a solar storm?
You didn't know. Ever since the crash of 15, life-size robots have always come equipped with countermeasures against solar storms. Right now in Tokyo, the power's off, but only the robots are moving around. It's crazy.
How could I possibly know that?
But how can I be the culprit? I'm on Tanegashima right now.
Besides, hacking the OS of a single robot wouldn't cause that much damage.
Robotics industries are richest series have their data synced on the cloud. If you took that over, you could forcibly send commands to all the robots.
What did you just say?
I can't tell if you're lying to me or not over the phone, Fauci, but just take a look at Tweepo. Look at your posts.
I do as I'm told, and hurriedly boot up Tweepo. For some reason, it's asking for my account name and password to log in. I never see the screen because I'm usually always logged in. This is weird. A feeling of unease runs through me as I enter my password. As soon as I'm in, I find a host of tweets directed at me.
Oh, Jesus.
Cheers and verbal attacks from accounts I've never seen. Even death threats. The sheer number of them is ridiculous. There are more tweets than I can count. A little over 1,000. I can't look through all these. But I'm used to this sort of thing in my inbox, so it's not a big deal. It's always been that way. I bite my lip and bring up the tweets from my account. What? Ow! My timeline is filled with posts that I don't recognize.
You know, robot, I think it's time for robots to be freed from humans. See, I hacked into RI's rich series OS. That part was easy. After that, I made all the robots go haywire.
I hacked into RI's rich series OS. That part was easy. After that, I made all the RI robots go haywire. I think it's finally time for robots to be free from human control. Oh yeah, wanna know who leaked the last episode of Varl? Also me. For the first time in recorded history, a robot murdered a human. What big exciting news. BDW, the server for RI is wide open. Anyone can waltz right in. want to boot me out and get the robots back? Just get past the security I set up. I didn't write a single word of this. This wasn't me. It's fake. It has to be. I desperately checked my account. Frau Kojiro. This... What's going on? My account. No matter how many times I look, it's the account name I picked. A virus? Have I been hacked? The only thing filling my mind is the overwhelming feeling of wanting to cry. I feel absolutely miserable. I want to cry out with every fiber of my being. Depression and mania force their way into my heart at the same time. I got hacked. Someone hacked into my account. I need to delete it ASAP. That should make it all better. It's seriously impossible. There's definitely something wrong. There's gotta be... I end up vomiting. It's painful. And my throat feels like it's on fire. Tears fall down my cheeks. But the only things that come up are stomach acid and bile. I haven't eaten anything since the day before yesterday. This can't be happening. Can't. This isn't me. Someone set me up.
I think that's an appropriate spot to end there for the day. Because holy shit. What just happened?
What is happening?
Okay, well, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you all later. Peace.